start.
Yeah. Question.
Yes.
So, speaking of pink ladies, is it true that anything more than a handful is a waste?
I don't think so.
That's a bloody good job.
I mean, unless you're like Lola Ferrari on Eurotrash, in which case...
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need sort of, dustbin lid hands.
Like 7 hands for each boob. Anyway.
This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of Lightly Used with your hosts. This one to my right.
Hello, I'm to Karen's right.
And his name is...
Adam.
And I'm to my centre, I guess, and to Adam's left. And I'm Karen.
Hey, you're right there. Right
No,
where you are.
I'm left here. Well, left to you.
Middle to you.
Middle to me.
Exactly where you are. That's where you are.
I am where I am.
Wherever you go, that's where you are.
I tell you where I'm really glad that I'm not. In the lift in my building that got stuck with someone in it at the basement.
Oh no, I've been stuck in a lift once.
Yeah, not a fun experience. I don't know how long they were there. They were there long enough for me to ring maintenance and say, one of the lifts is stuck and the other one's bouncing like it's on bungee cords. And the woman was like, yeah, there's someone stuck in the lift.
And why would you jump up and down if you're stuck in the lift?
No, the lift that was stuck at the basement. The other lift was bouncing up and down like it was on bungee cords because I was going to the laundry room and I genuinely nearly shit myself.
Oh, the very bottom bit.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry, I see what you mean.
It's like when it was coming to a stop, it would like go past the floor, then back up to the floor, then back down. Did like 3 or 4 little bounces before it settled.
Surely though, you're in the basement and just pry the doors open and use the stairs?
I don't know. I think this is going to sound really bad, but I think the lifts are anti-disabled person. Because the only people that I know that have got stuck in that lift have been people that use wheelchairs and motability scooters.
It can tell.
It knows. I get away with it because I've just got a walking stick. Swagger stick.
Now, last episode you mentioned that I bought a new sofa.
Yes, you did buy.
That we're sat on right now. 2-seat recliner, £110 from Air Ambulance Wales.
Thank you very much.
Now, the backs didn't seem to come off the sofa. In the shop, so we struggled to get it in the van. It was a big old faff. So I got my old sofa most of the way down the stairs. My stairs has got sort of 2 90-degree turns in it, so I got it stuck on the very last one.
Pivot.
I needed someone. I thought, this needs to be pushed out and lifted up at the same time. I can't do it from up the top of the stairs, and I'm definitely going to try it from the bottom of the stairs.
God, no.
I'll wait till I have some help. So I got my dad in to help move that old sofa out the way and got the new sofa in from the van. People at the charity shop, they didn't know it came apart, and their method of moving it around the shop was terrible. I'd optimistically shown up there with a little hand trolley. I thought, right, I'll just take the backs off and it'll be the base unit I'll need to be wheeled around. It would have been possible with somebody's help, but the fact that we had to take it intact through the shop took 3 of us.
Oh, God.
Well, one was a spotter and bringing the trolley that I'd have to leave in the shop behind.
Was that the nice lady from behind the till?
No. Two chaps I've never seen before.
Oh.
I don't know why the staff didn't know the backs came off. Thought surely at some point you've got to have moved it through the shop to get here. Although, having said that, when I did get the backs off, the amount of dust that was down there, I don't think it came off for a while.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I've given that a good clean out.
Any pound coins? Fivers?
No treasures.
That's a shame.
It would have made the whole thing so much easier, moving through the shop, through the back, through the loading bay, getting in the back of the van. And you see one of my forearms is like solidly 20 or 30% bruised now.
Yeah, I said
it almost loops around.
Yeah, I said a little while ago you look like you'd been smacked with a cricket bat, and you genuinely do look like you've been smacked with a cricket bat. I'm shocked at the state of that bruise. Genuinely, it's a massive, awful bruise.
I started defending myself against the blow, but holding my arm inside out against the blow. That's asking for it.
It really is. It really is.
I do have a bit of a correction from last episode as well.
Oh, okay.
The Esso Tiger Tokens, I said, wonder when they ran out. And you accused me of not doing my research, which is fair enough. I absolutely didn't. Now I have. An episode late, they ran from 1986 to 1996, so my catalogue's from the penultimate year.
Wow.
And they ran. And I mentioned in the participating stores bit, as I figured that Tiger Tokens were across Esso. And you mentioned, no, some franchises may have opted in to do it. There was a huge legal battle in 2003.
Really?
About who'd foot the bill for the Tiger Token gifts, Esso or the franchise holders. The case was ruled in favour of Esso, and the licence holder's appeal was dismissed.
What?
A copy of the same catalogue I've got, £18 that sold for online.
Fuck off!
So I did quite a bit of research, an episode too late for the thing I was showing off.
I was going to say retrospective research doesn't count, but you got a genuine shock out of me, so I appreciate you doing your hard work eventually.
But it gave me a research look into this lawsuit between the Esso and the franchise holders.
I can't believe they've ruled in favour of Esso. I mean, who am I talking about? Of course I can believe they ruled in favour of Esso. Stupid Chesters.
Unless they didn't do exactly what you said and thought, participating store. Do we have to participate? And they went, no, you participated. I don't know if that's legally what it boiled down to.
Yeah.
I am not a lawyer. I don't play one on the internet either.
You are a reverend, though.
This is true. Yeah, come back to me with, ecumenical matters. We'll be fine.
All right, Father Ted.
Yeah. It came in handy.
It's a good reference, actually. Love a bit of old school.
Coming up on the show today, we've got Johnny Turnip and friends. They hunt the Homotrotter in lightly used news. We try and guess what tat we brought in Tat In The Box. We've got a 10-minute game break, and it's Karen's choice to end the show in Bibliotat.
Lucky, lucky people.
It's time for this episode's lightly used news from the Abergavenny Chronicle on the 10th of June 2024 from Tim Butters. Abergavenny man warns people they seek eternal youth at their peril. An Abergavenny man has warned people not to chase rainbows or eternal life after he was persuaded by a psychic called Steve to do some pretty outlandish things in a foolhardy quest to live forever. In hindsight, I can see we were blindsided by ambition and immortality to really question what we were doing at the time, recalls semi-professional long-distance runner Johnny Turnip. But when you're lost in the forest and your mind is fried from sleep deprivation and acid, it's easy to think hunting pigs while naked is normal. Looking back, I can see we'd been hoodwinked a little by Psychic Steve. I feel his intentions were good, but I think he'd been mixed up in necromancy for so long and spent so much time in the company of cult leaders like Earl Elderflower that he didn't know the difference between reality and fantasy anymore. As it turns out, his brand of crazy was quite contagious. What began as an innocent, illegal wild boar hunt in the Forest of Dean became a little more complicated for Turnip and his mates when they were spiked with acid by Psychic Steve and his supposedly 500-year-old sidekick, Indiana Jenkins. Once the LSD had made their minds receptive to being moulded by those with dark intent, Psychic Steve told them the story of the Homotrotter, who was like a werewolf, but a pig version, that had haunted the Forest of Dean for over 1,000 years. He claimed the blood of immortality ran through the supernatural boar's veins like the river of the damned, and all Turnip and his mates had to do was kill the Homotrotter, drink its blood, and they too would live forever. It all sounded so plausible the way he told it, explained Turnip. And when he said we had to hunt the crazed eternal pig creature naked by the light of the moon, or it would smell civilization on us before we could get close, it sounded like simple common sense. Turnip recalled, once we discarded all our clothes, it was a bit embarrassing because we didn't know where to look. But as soon as Puerto Rico Paul picked up a shotgun and screamed, "You dares!" we felt like men again, and it was time for the killing to commence. Turnip explained that with Psychic Steve and Indiana Jenkins leading the way, the rest of them brought up the rear. It was night time by this point, so we'd forgotten we were all naked, explained Turnip. We were just men in the wilderness, bonding over a shared love of hunting unsuspecting animals. The only difference is, this time, we were in pursuit of immortality. Turnip added, at one point, we thought we closed in on the Homotrotter and formed a circle around a suspicious-looking bush where we detected movement. Puerto Rico Paul aimed and let the beast have both barrels. As the smoke cleared and we investigated further, it turns out Paul had simply blown the head off a poor rabbit. "You idiot!" snarled Big Tony. "You've just alerted the whole forest we're here!" Before Paul could stick up his 2 fingers in reply, he heard Psychic Steve scream, "He's coming! Run, you fools!" As we turned, we saw the biggest boar imaginable bearing down on us. I kid you not, he had red demonic eyes and sort of fangs that could cut through steel. There was no way we were taking this swine out of the game. Eternal life would have to wait for another day. We were trespassing in Lord Pig's kingdom, and he wanted us gone. Turnip told the Chronicle. Thankfully, Psychic Steve was standing in King Pig's path, and he suffered the full brunt of its savagery. Tossed him up in the air like a rag doll, and when he fell to earth, you could tell by his screams. It got really nasty towards the end. If we thought we could have saved him, we would, but Paul was out of ammo. I don't think even Big Tony could have knocked out a wild pig with his blood up. As we ran, and the pig's hellish grunts mixed with Steve's dying howls filled our ears, we felt terrible, mainly because we realised we were all still naked. Turnip explained that after 5 minutes of running, they became aware of an almighty grunting noise, made not by one, but an army of pigs, who had emerged from the shadows and given chase.
As if they left Psychic Steve to die.
Didn't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, sounds like
It
it.
happened so quickly. Your Honour.
Promise, officer.
If you've ever been chased by a wild pig, you'll know how terrifying and at the same time embarrassing it is. You can imagine what it felt like to have about 500 hungry porkers in your tail with a scent of human flesh in the nostrils. Those piggies were squealing with excitement and looked like Turnip was on the menu. Turnip added, just when it all seemed lost, Big Tony forced us to a standstill and bellowed, "This ends here! I'm through running! If we die, we die! But I swear I've yet to eat my last bacon sandwich!" Turnip said, as battle speeches go, it lacked a certain something. It didn't inspire Indy for sure. He said, "Saw this for a game of soldiers, I'm out of here!" and disappeared into the trees. Yet, backed in the coward, he'd drawn our pigs off our tail. They headed after him, and we were left with a little breathing space to make our play and get the hell out of the forest. Turnip recalls that naked and breathless, the 3 friends just looked up at the night skies and the stars that sparkled there, before erupting in laughter. "What else could we do?" said Turnip. "We were naked, with no weapons, booze, or directions home, but we were together, 3 chances on the make. The wilderness couldn't defeat us, the acid couldn't break us, and the pigs wouldn't eat us. We'd be getting away with it all our lives. And when my old mate Tom Cruise turned up in his chopper, I knew for sure everything would be alright." To be continued.
That is one hell of an LSD trip. It's time for my personal favourite segment of the show, and Adam's least favourite just because of the jingle. It's time for Tat in the Box, 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 Tat in the Box. Oh my god, I think I finally got the claps right. I think I've finally done it. All of that going through it in my head while I'm trying to go to sleep. I think I finally got the claps right.
Shall I just copy and paste this one every week? Every episode?
Yes, please. Yeah, made my life so much easier.
Right, it's my turn to go first. Well, to guess first.
To guess first. Yes, correct. Okay.
Right, my eyes are closed,
Are you
hands
sure?
are out.
Okay.
Yep.
I can confirm. Eyes are closed, hands are out. Yeah, your hands are fine there. Ready, steady, Copperfield.
Oh, it's made of wood.
Congratulations.
It's a block of wood with some holes at one end. 2 holes at one end and a little nubbin sticking out at the other.
Oh, really?
It's a slightly rectangular nubbin with, feels a little bit like key teeth. There's some, I don't know if they're fully drilled holes or just slight dimples on the top, a row of them.
Okay.
Yeah, running the length, 1 row, 2 rows.
It's very satisfying when you watching you stroke my wood up and down like that.
The whole length of the shaft.
It's a good foot.
Oh, is that something that's stuck in one of the holes?
Correct.
Yeah, right. So there's 2 lots of holes on either side.
That's the label.
I was going to say, there doesn't seem to be any feet or anything at the bottom, so there's definitely a bottom. Is it something for incense?
No, but I mean, you could use it for that. You get a hell of a lot of incense sticks in it.
Oh, hang on. This broken one's starting to come out. Is it some sort of chess with matchsticks? Checkers or something? Or?
Well, I mean, it is for a game.
Yeah, I don't know many games.
Okay, open your eyes. I'll tell you what it is.
Oh. It's a Buckley's Welsh Ales promo something. Is it meant to be dominoes?
No, it's a cribbage board.
Oh, I've never seen cribbage being played.
Not many people play it these days.
Oh, it's got holes on both sides. I'm guessing, is this to lock into another deck, the spinny round metal clasp?
No, so...
That wasn't that was a Nubbin.
It would have had a cover on either end, and then the drilled holes on either end would have held the brass pins that would have come originally with it. And then the little turny things would have just kept them safe. So they're like little locker boxes for your...
Oh, I've heard of cribbage. I've heard of a cribbage board.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, cribbage is a card game for 2 players. It's a pretty old school game, like bridge, I guess. But bridge got kind of fashionable like 20 years ago, I think. It might have fallen out of fashion again now. But yeah, so it's a game of cards for 2 players. I can't remember what the end goal is. It's been such a long time. Me and my mum usually just agree to a number of points, and whoever gets like 101 first wins. I'm not going to go into the rules of the game because it's really quite complicated. If you know how to play it, brilliant. I'll have a game with you anytime you like. If you don't know how to play it, there'll be hundreds of YouTube videos if you're really interested.
Do you only have to pay like your mum's ruble? So if you're challenging someone,
well, I mean,
is there another version you know how to play?
I mean,
are they the official rules?
Our family is notorious for having, in inverted commas, Chester's rules for many games. A previous partner of mine in particular took umbrage to how we played Scrabble.
So you may not actually enjoy playing cribbage with someone. If they play actual cribbage.
I mean...
You could be playing a completely different game.
I could be playing the wrong game, but as far as I know, the game that me and my mum play together, and I'm the only one that mum has taught really how to play, because I'm the only kid out of the 4 of us that liked playing card games. I play it the way mum taught me.
I think you play cribbish.
Isn't that something with broomsticks and like balls, or is that Quidditch?
That's Harry Potter.
Yeah. So mum learnt to play
more Jewish.
From her dad. So if the rules I play are incorrect, it's because they've been whispered down the generations. They may have been the correct rules to begin with. I cannot state the true nature of them now. So yeah, challenge me to a game. We'll see if we play the same rules.
So where does this block where you put matchsticks or counters in come into a card game?
So
is this for how many rounds you've won, or keeping scoreboard?
Each hole represents 1 point or 10 points, depending on where the peg is on the board. Now, I can't give you more detail than that because I don't know how to use these boards properly. I like them and I appreciate them, and Mum has tried so many times to help me get my brain around how the pegs work, and I can't do it. So we always just added our scores up on paper. But from what I can recall, there's 10 holes in each like domino shape on the top. So each of those is like one point, so that's 10 points. But then when you get to 11 points, you leave one peg in there and then move your odd number peg into the next one. So say you get 13 points, so you'd leave one there for 10.
That entire block is for 10.
Yeah, you'd leave one there for 10
across.
and then you'd move a peg up and you'd do your 3 points, and then when you get to 10 there, you could then move the next peg up into the next. I think
it's just like a less involved abacus.
No moving parts. No moving parts apart from the little turning stopper on the end.
Is that where all the bits were kept in the end? You said all the
counters? You get like little metal pegs. They look like they're just a round thin peg with like a little skirt, I guess, like a peg with a washer on it. very fine, usually brass.
And they all live inside the board.
And they all live inside the board until you lose the ends. So this is, as Adam said, a Buckley's Welsh Ales cribbage board. I think it's from around the 1970s, but it could be as early as the 1950s. It is very well loved and a little bit battered. It looks to have been owned by an A. Jones at some point because they've scratched their name into the back, and there's a Rose plus Bill scratched into the front, which is cute. Although it did make me think of Fred and Rose West. Don't know why. I had to go through it in my brain that it wasn't Bill and Rose West, it was Fred and Rose West.
My brain went to Rosie and Jim.
No, well,
wholesome.
I listened to too many murder podcasts. So we've already gone through. It's a wooden board with 60 peg holes in it. There are some matchsticks jammed into some of the holes. Adam did manage to extract one, but I think he's diligently placed it back, maybe, or put it in the rubbish. Either way,
back in.
But when people lose their pegs, they swap them out for matchsticks. They're the right size, they're the right shape, and they cost nothing.
Readily available in pubs.
And yes, exactly. Back in the day, this is very tobacco stained. It even smells a bit like old pub.
I'm not sniffing your shaft of wood.
All right, fine. Don't sniff my wood.
I've sniffed your brick. I won't sniff your plank.
Oh God.
Gotta draw the line somewhere.
I was going to give you some sensible history there, but you totally put me off.
Sorry.
So Buckley's Brewery Limited was based in Leslie, of all places.
Very local.
Very local indeed. They were founded in 1769 by Henry Child. They became Buckley Brothers in 1877, and they were tied to 120 public houses by 1894. I don't know if they were all in Wales or if some were in other parts of the British Isles.
I'm guessing mostly local.
Yeah, probably. They merged with Harp Lager in 1897, becoming Crown Buckley plc. And then Buckley regained its independence in 1993, only to be closed in 1997 following another merger with a big company, Brain & Co. Limited.
Oh, they're based in Cardiff.
Oh, there we are then. So,
next to the train station.
Relatively local. And this
might have moved, actually.
It cost me an eye-watering £8 from the YMCA, but it is a bit of paraphernalia from a game that I enjoy playing and that I've got fond memories of, even though I don't actually know how to use the thing that I bought.
Next time you see your mum, take that with you. Yeah. See if it can be explained.
Yeah,
just double check.
I'll ask her.
Or it could be as simple as you've told me. It is just a cheap abacus.
Yeah, and the pegs are the beads.
Right. Your turn to guess, Mike.
Oh yeah, I've got to close my eyes now. Right, hang on a second. Take my glasses off. Because somehow that makes it easier to close my eyes.
Get it out of my text box.
Get it out. Get it out of your box.
The very front is damaged. So, there you go.
Oh, it's longer than what I gave you to feel.
I've given you quite a length in your hands.
Oh, you really have. It's a cardboard box with a very dusty, clear, thin plastic film on the front.
Do you want me to poke out the bits?
No, it's okay. I can work. My psychic hands can work their magic. Don't you worry. Right to left, yeah.
Actually,
or left to right.
Push this one. There we go.
There we are. Right, okay, so it's a slidey box. So, I guess something you'd expect to find, like a Harry Potter magic wand in or something. Is this got buttons on that I'm going to make it make noises and it's going to give it away immediately?
Not battery operated at all.
Or can you slide it out for me? I feel like I'm going to break it.
I did offer, but no. I've got psychic hands.
I know, and then my psychic hands told me that they were being over ambitious.
What colour's the cardboard?
I was going to go with like something spacey, TARDIS-y, like Doctor Who-y background.
Okey-doke.
Oh, I've got dust on me. It's got slight moving parts.
They come out, if it'll help.
Ooh.
You hold your hand out. There's the one from the far right.
Ooh, it's a vehicle.
Don't squeeze it too hard, the wheels will break.
With my Hulk hands.
I know, it's just very fragile.
Okay, so it's got 4 wheels, a flat back, a weird roof, and like some sort of like hot rod open engine front end.
Want me to give you the second one?
Has it got a weird like fin on it? Yes, please. Can I have the other one? It's being so delicate.
Yeah. Number 2.
Oh, feels suspiciously car-like also. Oh, there's the wing mirrors. That's got like an open engine bay type hot roddy feel to it as well. But this feels like a short oil tanker. Like an all-in-one, not an Artex.
Not articulated.
That's the one.
And there's a third item.
Oh my god, there's a third one. I mean, it could be like something fire engine related.
Do you want me to hand you the third one?
Yes, please.
I'll swap you that.
This is fun. I'm enjoying touching up your stuff.
This is the one that I said has a missing wheel from being fragile. You'll feel it at the very back.
Oh yeah, missing two wheels, 3 wheels. No, it's got 2 wheels.
This is the one your thumb's on is the missing here.
This one. Right, okay. Hang on a minute. Oh, there we are. I was like, it's only got 2 wheels. That's because I was holding it on its side, not on its base. Oh my god. Typical girl car related nonsense. These all feel really dusty. So that's got a weird fin on it as well. That's got a covered engine. There's some sort of like truck, hot roddy type.
I will take
Matchbox jobbies.
Close enough. Yeah. You can open your eyes.
Thank you.
They are a collection of vintage
cool
trucks.
I wasn't too far away when I said that one felt like an oil tanker.
Yeah, the ones you pointed out, the hot roddy looking ones. They actually are based on the middle one. The oil tanker is a Ford Model TT truck, and the 2 on the end, Ford Model AA, which Model A was a bit better than the Model T came after. Weirdly, it's a Days Gone, made in England by Lido London Limited, which sounds like a Welsh-looking name.
Play-Doh, yeah.
Weirdly, 2 at the back. They're Unigate dairies. The one at the front, Huntley and Palmer biscuits. I'm pretty sure this should have been a matching set.
Oh, you think it's been swapped out?
I think there was some mix-up at the factory or something, and
maybe you've got a secret set that no one else has got.
because everyone I've looked online, I've done a bit of research for this one. They all seem to be either they're all one brand or one of different companies. It's odd that there's 2 of one.
Oh, that's interesting.
But my dad brought these round a few days before we recorded the last episode, but I'd had the mess tins all wrapped for the Christmas one. Plus it was related to Christmas. Oh, we'll use that one up first. But these are in the attic with another item that I'll use in another future episode. Now, Lido's... I'm saying it, pronouncing it Lido Welsh.
Yeah.
It could be Lido.
L-L-E-D-O.
It was founded by Matchbox co-founder. That's why I give you the point that you've somehow got this on the head. Well, close enough. Matchbox co-founder Jack Odell and Burt Russell in 1982, and the factory produced die-cast vehicles in Enfield from 1983 to 1999. Later models were made in China. I'm not sure why all 3 aren't a matching set. One Huntley and Palmer biscuits van. Huntley and Palmer, they've been making biscuits since 1822.
Wow.
It's been, over the years, swapped hands. Nabisco is one of the bigger owners, which I think Mondelez International in turn owns Nabisco, but in 2006 it was re-established and based in Suffolk, so production's returned back to the UK. And Unigate was formed in 1959. United Dairies merged with Cow and Gate. Unigate, the least imaginative corporate branding ever.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It's now called Unique, or Unique.
Unicow?
UNIQ. And it's owned by an Irish food conglomerate, Greencore, since 2011.
Oh.
But I do remember when I was a kid, we did have a Unigate battery milk float
that's
delivering
cool.
milk in the mornings. And I've got a friend in school, Minty. He got hit by a milk float. I think twice in the school trial.
I think my mum got hit by a milk float when she was a kid.
But they're kind of noisy. That's when they were. It's like a metro reversing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if, like, the one that was around Mum's when she was a kid was, like, in stealth mode, but I'm sure she's told me that she was hit by a milk float.
This is pre-earbuds. How? We're going to be doing a rematch of Urban Myth from a few episodes ago, and hopefully I'll remember how to play it properly this time. So we've just quickly gone through the rules between us just to make sure we know how to play it. So it's a card game. On the back of each card is a letter. So the object is to spell out either the word true or the word myth by answering the question on the back of the card. If you get it right, you keep the card. Yeah. If you get it wrong, I keep the card. And vice versa.
And then you can use that as I can make that into myth or true.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Okay, fingers crossed I don't just have a pile of discards and answering twice as many as I need to.
Have these been shuffled?
The same shuffle from last time. So yeah, I've just put everything that we use on the bottom.
Okay, that's fine.
So, yeah. Unless you want to just take it half the deck and just split it wherever you fancy.
Give me
Paul
Daniel shuffle.
I will. Oh, I just split mine in half because I can't do a riffle shuffle.
Paul Daniel shuffle.
I've just moved the wild card which was on the top down. What's happened there? Oh, you get paper cut.
Yeah.
I've put it in the health and safety book.
Yeah, where's the accident book?
Oh, crap, we have to make one. Oh, actually, no. Tom? Rob?
Good point. You run the network. Where's the accident book? I wish to report sepsis in my left forefinger.
Maybe that's what Arthur does. I always wonder what he does here.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Arthur, call me Art.
Yeah. We should ask.
Yeah. All right, if we see him again.
All right.
Right, 10 minutes on the clock.
Youngest person gets to guess first, I believe was the rule.
Okay, so you're asking first.
I am asking you first.
Okay, 10 minutes start now.
For Louis Braille.
What's the category?
Oh, life. Oh no, I'm going to change the question. Worldwide, more people are killed by donkeys than by air crashes.
True.
Correct. You get a
You're playing for a T.
Okay.
The category is nature.
Okay.
Cobras can't hear. In Snake Charming Act, they follow the movement of the pipe, not the sound.
I'm trying to think of nature programs now. Do they go by vibration, and that's where they know where things are, rather than hearing? But then if you're using vibration, I think that they can hear.
It's oh, sorry, you're wrong. It's true that cobras can't hear.
Busted!
I get.
You're already halfway to a word. Cock. Right.
Which one? Truth or myth? Which will I make?
Well, it's true or myth.
I've got the.
I mean, if you want to go for truth,
then
you can. Okay. Celebrity category. Novelist Jilly Cooper was the niece of comedian Tommy Cooper. Myth or true?
I will say true.
It is a myth.
Ah.
I win an E.
You're playing for a U. The category nature again.
Okay. Didn't do so well on the last one.
Spiders won't spin webs in structures made of chestnut wood. True or myth?
True.
It is true.
Ah, I wonder if that's why they made so many wardrobes and things out of chestnuts, keep the bugs out.
I need to live in a chestnut house.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why people say if you put horse chestnuts around your house, spiders won't come in. Jackson, did that work for you that one time?
How many conkers do I need to collect?
I mean, Jackson had a fuckload of conkers. I don't know if
Ask
you
me a
had...
question.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
7.5 minutes left.
For an M, crime category. Ooh.
You get this wrong.
Highwayman Dick Turpin once rode overnight from London to York in order to establish an alibi.
By horse overnight, London to York. I'm going to say that's a myth.
Fuck. It's a myth.
But you can do that in the car. Not on horse.
He's winning again.
You're playing for a letter T.
Right, okay.
Health.
What?
During Ramadan in 2002, the US Air Force dropped empty food packets as part of the war effort in Afghanistan.
Oh my god. That sounds so...
How is that health specifically?
Because it's to do with Ramadan, and Ramadan is fasting for spiritual purposes. I mean...
Again, not health purposes.
I really want it to be a myth. But I don't know if I can put it past the Americans. Do I give them the benefit of the doubt? I'm going to go myth.
You win the letter T.
Thank God. Not even Americans are that stupid. Right, okay. For an H.
Spend that money on guns.
Yeah. It's the nature category. A blind chameleon will still change its colour when the environment changes. Is that a true or a myth?
I will say true.
Fucking hell, it's true.
Oh, it's an H. I've got that letter already. Oh, for the letter I need. A Y. Health. The average American dentist spends 2 years of his life waiting for patients to spit. True or myth?
Oh, it's got... I want it to be myth, but dentists tend to do the job for a long time. How many years of our lives do we spend in bed? It's about 3, isn't it? No, it's more than that. Oh, what am I talking about? True.
You win the card.
That's disgusting.
You
Okay.
get paid for it then.
For an E. Nature.
5 minutes left.
Whales sleep vertically. True or myth?
True.
Correct. You've got meth.
Oh.
Or meth.
You're playing for a T. Crime. In the early days of 1970s TV sitcom Happy Days, the Fonz was banned from wearing a black leather jacket because the garment was associated with criminality.
True.
You win the letter.
Thank you. For another H, of which you have 2 already. The category is health.
The riffle shuffle didn't help me out there.
Chewing gum takes 7 years to make its way through the human digestive system. True or myth?
I think that's an urban myth.
It is an urban myth.
Don't need the letter H. Come on. You're playing for an E, which you've got one already. Crime. It is against the US Constitution for a private citizen to communicate with an extraterrestrial.
Against the Constitution.
It is against the United States Constitution for a private citizen to communicate with an extraterrestrial.
Myth. Thank you. For another H.
Oh, crap. Got 3 minutes left.
Category is life. Putting a pair of tights in the freezer will stop them from running. True or myth?
True?
It's a myth. There we are.
I thought they'd stay where they are. Sorry.
Well, I suppose, yeah, they won't ladder whilst they're in the freezer.
You're playing for a Y. Celebrity.
Oh, fudge.
Robbie Williams
Oh, God.
is the nephew of the former Labour minister and founder of the SDP, Shirley Williams.
True.
Right, it's a myth.
Okay.
Oh, I win. Myth. Why? Hooray.
Cock fucking what?
2.5 minutes left.
God.
Do you want to go one more round? See if see if we can how far we can get in 2
Quick
minutes.
fire. Yeah, all right then. Let's just put these to one side so we don't get asked again. Right. For an R.
I know. I was.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, with that. No, yeah, you're right. You're asking me first.
For an R, life category. After the Battle of Hastings, the corpse of King Harold was so mutilated that his mistress had to identify him by his tattoos.
Myth.
True.
Playing for a T. Crime. In Singapore, it is a criminal offence to fail to flush your toilet.
Should be a criminal offence everywhere. True.
Oh, you're doing much better than me so far.
Okay, for an R. World category. In Islamic tradition, the forbidden fruit eaten in the Garden of Eden is not an apple, but a fig.
True.
Correct.
An letter. Yeah, also playing for an R. Celebrity.
Oh, God.
Bruce Forsyth started his showbiz career under the name Boy Bruce, the Mighty Atom.
Oh, my God. I want it to be true.
Would he be the man we know today if that was true?
I'm gonna
Boy
go
Bruce,
with...
the Mighty Atom.
It's true.
You're right.
Yay! Even though you tried to put me off. Okay, for a Y. Celebrity. Actress Jamie Lee Curtis should be addressed as Lady Hayden Guest, since her husband inherited the title as 5th Baron Hayden Guest.
Myth.
True.
You're playing for an M.
Need one of those.
World. Thomas Edison invented the electric light bulb.
Oh, fuck. True?
Oh, it's a myth. I get an M.
You've got a mister. And I've got a try. For an R, sorry, with like 20 seconds. Health. You'll catch a cold if you go outside with wet hair.
False.
Correct.
Oh,
Have an
myth, I
R.
should have said. Oh, another one.
Quick,
You're playing
10
for an
seconds.
E. Celebrity. In the Peruvian capital Lima, there is a large brass statue. Oh, it's true.
Bollocks! Oh, there we are.
Right, there we go. Right. So, how many cards did you get?
I've got 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 1, and then we got 4 as well. So.
I think, based on the fact that you've actually won the 2 rounds that we've played all the way through, that you're a bit better at the 50-50 than I am.
Hooray! Luck of the draw, literally.
Okay, we've made it to Bibliotat. Aren't you all doing so well? I'm so proud of you for listening to us talk bollocks for so long.
Not much more to go.
I promise. It is quite a short Bibliotat, to be fair. I deliberately picked a very small book. So I've brought More Tales of the Unexpected by Roald
I can't remember what
Dahl.
the song goes like now. I started making it, then I realised... Boom, boom, boom. No, you don't know where it goes after that. There were some wavy lady things at the start.
Were there? I don't remember.
Do you remember watching it on TV?
Not enough to like give you like proper memories of
I'm
it.
pretty sure when I was a kid, when that came on, that was pretty much for parents. I was changing channels, or that's about your bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm sure there might have been a racy one or two with the tales of the unexpected.
Well, I mean, maybe. Some of the titles are quite funny if I can just... There's 9 stories altogether. Poison, The Sound Machine, Georgie Porgy, Genesis and Catastrophe, The Hitchhiker, The Umbrella Man, Mr. Bottibol. Yeah. B-O-T-I-B-O-L.
Oh, no. I thought Botty's in bum.
Oh, no.
B-O-T-T-Y.
Mr.
I thought, is that the saucy one?
Bottibol.
Not Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina.
Vengeance is mine, and the butler.
Wonder who did it.
Oh, I don't know. It may be the butler.
Is Georgie Porgy the shortest one? Is it just pudding and pie? Just all the girls and made them cry. Just one
You're
page.
so witty. They're all about...
Oh no, Tales of the Unexpected.
Yeah, they're all about 10 pages long. I mean, the only thing you can expect is when to find the next story in the book. The contents until you've consumed them are, as it states on the cover, unexpected.
But you never watch it on TV?
I think I did. I must have done, because when I saw the book in the shop, I was like, oh my god, Tales of the Unexpected. Like, there was like a spark in my brain. I know, it even says a fabulous new Anglia television series on the front cover. But...
Oh, when was this book out? If that was a new television series. Sorry, a fabulous new television series.
I know, yeah. Fabulous. Hang on. Penguin Books. La la la. La la. La la. La. Yeah, I know there's a list of dates there, but 1980?
Oh, yeah.
1980 is the latest date. This selection first published in Great Britain by Michael Joseph Limited, 1980.
It looks like Roald Dahl first wrote one of the stories in 1949, looking at some of the copyrights. So whether Tales of the Unexpected was a collection of short stories...
Says the first two stories in this book are from Someone Like You, originally published by Secker and Warburg in 1954 and republished by Michael James Limited in 1961. The third and fourth stories are from Kiss Kiss, first published by Michael Joseph Limited in 1960, and the fifth from The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, first published by Jonathan Cage in 1977. Oh, I see. So...
Tales of the Unexpected sounds like it's an anthology or compendium of previously released short stories.
Yeah, so Roald Dahl didn't actually write these? Question mark?
Oh, it sounds like he did, but they were published by different companies.
Yeah, maybe he wrote stories 6 and 7. Vengeance is mine! And The Butler. Anyway, where are we? This came from the British Red Cross. The British Red Cross, not Quoth. The British Red Cross in Swansea for £1. I haven't read all of the stories because I am lazy, as you all know, but I did read A Hitchhiker, and here is a very, very brief rundown spoiler of the contents of said story. Guy picks up a hitchhiker. Guy is driving a very fancy BMW. Guy gets into uncomfortable conversation with said hitchhiker. Hitchhiker persuades Guy to max speed his car. They get pulled over by a very arsehole-ish policeman on a motorbike and given a ticket.
Sorry, Punch.
The hitchhiker turns out to be a quote-unquote fingersmith, which in certain circles does not mean what it means in the book, and saves the day in an invisible display of cunning and skill in which he steals the policeman's ticket book and the policeman's pocketbook that the policeman wrote the details down of said driver and said passenger in. The end. I think I've probably heard like versions of that kind of hitchhiker story probably since I was about 10. Maybe I've got unconscious memories of knowing it from watching it on the TV, and that's why it felt familiar when I was reading it. But yeah, I don't know.
I think the hitchhiker one that's familiar for me is, and there on the handle was a hook! If I read the back, yeah, it would have made a lot more sense. It says, in his latest collection of short stories, the surprises are witty as ever, plus 4 brand new stories. So yeah, from previous compendiums and one more. They lure you into a world as full of unease, coincidence and black humour as you could wish. And a terrible, terrible photo on the back.
It's really awful. Like, is he dead?
It looks like something...
Like
Yo,
one of those...
Roald, think fast, snap, and then go take a photo. Ah!
Like one of those Victorian corpse photos.
Yeah. the lighting is terrible. He doesn't look like he was ready for the photo.
He really doesn't.
And he's like, no, it's
surprise. He was like mid-sentence, maybe.
What about to sneeze or something?
He just snorted some pepper.
Oh, it seems to have gone up in price. He paid £1, originally 85 pence.
Oh. Negative inflation. Yeah, that's Bibliotat. Short, sweet, and yeah, done. By Penguin.
We've all made it through to the end of another episode.
Yay!
Thank you very, very much for listening.
Yay, thank you.
We are part of the Studio Channel 84 network, home to The Variety Show with TJ and Rob. the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. Get it right. I did such a good job last episode of selling it.
You did?
Failed this time round then.
No, you didn't.
With Rob and TJ. And Who Takes the Socks Off with Ross and Simon. You can find all of us at channel84.co.uk. Or if you want the shortcut to our bit, likelyused.co.uk. There's a blog post for each episode, photos of our tat, games we played, links to the Abergavenny Chronicle articles that we've covered, plus most of the books that we've covered in Bibliotat. They're linked on the Internet Archive if you want to read any of those for yourselves. Also links to our socials. We've got our Blue Sky, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, where we put this episode a day or so later. And we've still got a Twitter hanging around.
We do.
For now.
Yeah.
So if you want to check us out, all the stuff is there. likelyused.co.uk. Thank you very much, and we're back in 2 weeks.
As long as none of us dies of flu in the meantime.
Or however soon it is when you're listening to these in the future.
Yeah.
It's your business. Listen to it in your own schedule. We're not the boss of you.
No, we're not, but we are grateful for your ears.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Only to be closed in 1997 following another merger with a big bollocks. Right.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.